Some of my team members will be on your Spanish Zoom.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, I won't be able to be because I'm going to be with somebody from Asia, but I'm there in spirit. I'm there in spirit. I'm supporting all the way in the Spanish community.
Oh, cool. Well, I'm gonna be there.
Yeah.
Okay. Good morning. Hold on just a second. We are ready. Let me make
Hey,
sure.
Kimberly.
Is Donna on? Let me see. Guys,
Okay.
I don't
By the
know
way,
if
I think we
Donna's.
have it.
I just wanted to give a shout out to Donna. I don't see her in here, but on Sundays we did an open house. She had 19 people there.
Whoa.
I know. It was amazing, guys. Like,
Like,
if you know Donna, she's been planning it for a while. She's amazing at, I see Jessica with her smiling, but I don't see her, so maybe tomorrow she can hop on. But guys, it was super fantastic. They had everything perfectly set up in a home. They had different stations. It was pretty spectacular what they did. So, but we'll wait till tomorrow and let her explain. But they did have 19 people there, and
wow.
I believe we're going to get at least 5 to 10 new BAs from her group. So
Yeah.
we'll get her to explain tomorrow.
I also want to welcome Celeste. She's the first time she just joined. Welcome, Celeste.
Yeah, Celeste's voice is not working. We haven't been able to figure out her sound. But Celeste just joined my team with Daryl and Wendy Wilkerson. So welcome, Celeste. We're so excited to have you with us on board.
Okay, cool.
I'd like to welcome uh, one of our new gals, Karen. She's in. She's also a 1 star, almost 2 star,
Oh,
2%
wow.
away from 2 stars. So welcome, Karen.
Hello, Karen.
Thank you,
Welcome.
Karen. Hi, George.
We
Okay.
call Karen Key West Karen, and I'm just Karen.
You're Connecticut, Karen.
I'm Connecticut Karen.
Right. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. All right, Shannon, the call is yours. Go ahead.
Okay, great.
Make
Well,
sure you mute yourself,
welcome
Michael.
to all our new brand ambassadors. How exciting! Your life has just begun, right? The change is coming and it's amazing. We're so excited to have you on our team and so excited that you took the time to be on the call this morning. So, it's funny how much time you put into this all night. I was like rehearsing this in my mind, and I'm like, you'll be just fine tomorrow morning. But when you are given such a level of sharing with people's hearts, I think it needs to be taken so seriously. I probably overanalyze it, and I think it's really important because you're dropping tidbits into people that they're going to take and move forward with. So important. So I wanted to do 5 things today, and I thought I would start it with this video. I'm going to share with you. Oh, when you can, George, if you can let me share. Um, because I think, there's 5 main things I wanted to cover that I felt like were really things that had developed or allowed us to grow and be. And one thing and I do get reminded sometimes by my team. My team is so amazing, but I get reminded. And yesterday I spent some time on a call, and God's timing is just that. God's timing. You're in the right place at the right time every time. And even when you're feeling like, oh, I wish, I'm seeing all these Malaysia pictures, and I'm like, should have probably made the trip. And so I was talking with one of my girls about it, and she was like, God's timing's perfect, Shannon. And so I just love that we have that team spirit, and it's interesting because it seems like the right person shows up at the right time to speak into your life, right? At the right moment, God just places the right person. And I had written down a couple things. One was God's timing. The other thing that I'd like you to write, because there's a specific connection between your fingers to your brain that help rewire the whole pattern. So it's really important that in important situations you write. You write with your hands to embed that into your brain. And so, who am I serving today? And I would write that down. Who are you serving today? It's not about you. It's all about who you're going to serve today, right? And so I'm going to get this little video up too. Who are you serving today? And maybe write down, you know, five names of who you plan to serve. And so I'm just going to give you guys like the top 5 things I felt like I really focused in on when I started the business, when I started working the business. I guess I'll say that because that's a different deal, right? Starting the business and working the business are definitely 2 different mindsets. And when I started working the business, that's what happened. And so who can I serve today? Who can I help? And I was really focused on like, oh my gosh, I have to help all these people get in. So there was like a sense of urgency. And this is going to sound a little morbid. I actually have had, when George had said this one time on a call, like, who's going to come to your funeral? I was like, oh my gosh, that was like a little shaking, right? Like who are you going to help so they actually show up and are like, wow, she really helped me. She cared, or he cared enough. He cared enough to get out of his comfort zone. Cared enough to get out of his comfort zone, and it's about the other people. So, so definitely, you know, who can you serve today? List like 5 names. Blessing, you know, who are you going to be blessing? Who are you going to grow old with? You know, in this industry, I can share with you, I think in all of my business life, I have more people in this industry that reach out and say, hey, how you doing? We have the kindest, most biggest hearted people in this industry that care more than you could probably spend 20 years in a position and the people around that position would just be like, they don't call you, they don't check in, they don't. I really, you guys, I hope you hear my heart on this. Like the people in this company, it's beyond the money. It's beyond the money. It's the hearts of it honestly is the heart of this industry. They really care. There's a more to it than money. And so you're in a really great industry where people care beyond there, you know. And so that leads me to team effort. So I just wanted to officially and properly and publicly thank everybody down line of me who jumped on board, because I don't think that we don't get this. I think we don't get this. I guess that's a clearer spot, I should say. When it benefits me, not that that would be the reason I would work with people who are down under me, but it benefits you to work with people. And the reason it benefits you is, and I didn't get this, I'll be honest, like I was totally oblivious to this idea. Why would I work with people? Not that like my heart automatically does that, but why would I work with people who are maybe on another team, you know, regardless if I know if they're down under me or not? Well, guess what? Sometimes they're placing people under you. And I did not get this till I went to Elite. So I'm sharing it with you so you get it. When you create relationships with those people, because it's a binary plan, if you get anything this morning, get this. because when you pour into those people who may not be part of your team, may not be connected to you, they actually are, because they probably know somebody who is connected to you down under. And had it not been for people who pulled through last minute, so thank you so much, Irene and Adrian and Sutra and all the people who were asking, what can I do? I didn't get that. This is not like other companies. When you are building relationships with people beyond just who your network is, it's so important. So I wanted to publicly thank all those people that, Christine's cousin came in and she had did a little order, and I had people do little orders, but all of those orders added up, and they were not all of my cycle. Like that was just points, right? That points create elite, points create pro. So it definitely is to your advantage. Like sometimes if you need a reason, that's to your advantage to work the whole thing. So I think like I didn't get that till that moment, till that weekend, which was exhausting, George. But until we really did that. So I wanted to share that with everybody because I'm not sure everybody understands that. It made such a difference. So really going back to the industry and people I have met so many kind people and so many like just people who have shared an idea, a thought, this is what we're doing, so I really think it's important that you lay out a plan and you work your plan and God's timing is in it. And so when God's timing is in it, there is no stress. Now, is there a sense of urgency? Yes, because the next question I'm going to ask you is probably going to be a little like shocking. But if you were dying next Friday, what are you going to do to get done now? I'm an S personality. So that creates a lot of urgency to get. I got to get my things in place. I got to talk to all the people. I got to make sure like finances are set for the kids. I gotta. And there's always this thought. I mean, I got a text message this morning. A friend of mine fell, he hit his head and literally they found cancer, and he honestly will probably pass away today or tomorrow. Life is so precious. So we don't understand that till we're faced with a health crisis, right? When we get faced with the health crisis, then it's like, oh my gosh, I got to get all my affairs in order. I got to make sure I have this. Well, right now you have the ability, work when you're healthy. Work when you're healthy. You don't have time because you could not be healthy tomorrow. And if that's the one thing I probably have to give, it's that. Like you've got to have a sense of urgency to get things done. And you've got to get over yourself, right? You got to get over whatever that thing is holding you back. I'll give you a little tip because I used to do brain rewiring. So I'm going to give you a tip in training in this. Whatever is holding you back from making the call, from doing the thing, from setting up the appointment, from whatever it is, identify it. And I want you to write down, because you need to level it in your nervous system, 12 benefits of working with that person or whatever that situation is, and 12 things that aren't good about it, why you wouldn't want it. Because there's good and bad in everything. So, and if you have yourself worked up one way, once you level it in the nervous system, it's no big deal to make the phone call. I know that, and it is a little deeper than that, but identify the situation and what are the benefits of it and what are the drawbacks. What is the drawback to having that person as a brand ambassador? I never get caught up on it. If I get a no, I'm like, you know what? God just saved me. I don't get caught up in the disappointment. Because how many people are in the United States or the world? I mean, we can go outside. So don't get caught up in the disappointment. Just do the work, but also enjoy the journey. Do the work, but enjoy the journey. Because we get so focused on our goals, and sometimes there's so much pressure, and you've got to allow your body to not be so pressured. Enjoy this position. It's so fun. And when you're not enjoying it, then it becomes stressful, then you don't want to do it, and that's not going to benefit you or anybody that you might have changed their life. How many people are looking? I love Karen and Columbo's story. Like, I love the bathroom with the curtain. I love that because it's so real. And there are people out there in their 20s, their 30s who are living that, and you're the one who holds the key to changing their life. So, what can you do? So here's an action list. So I need you to make a list of 20 people. And these are your pie in the sky people. These are the people, like, they make you a little nervous to talk to. Like, they look like they have it all together. Somebody I always get this feeling around, and she's so super sweet, but is Linda McCormick. To me, she is like the angel walking across the floor. I don't know, but she just is. So I was thinking about it this morning. I'm like, she just is like kind of untouchable, but the kindest person. And so it's just interesting. Like, sometimes you just, so who is that isn't in three that that is the person that is influential. They have, you can identify that. And I want you to make a list of 20 people. And when your brain says, I don't know anybody else, say, okay, who else? Well, I don't know anybody else. Who else? Who else do you know? Sorry, the dogs are barking. I'm going to share this screen because, and this is on Adrian's page 2. I just have it on my page also, but this list. So, going to her page, the Our Legacy, and I've just shortcut it. So this has your 30 people. I hope my screen's sharing. And then 15 will say yes. And out of that 15, I expect you'll get 6. That is what I tell my people. 30 people, 15 will take a look, 6 will enroll, and you'll have your 3-star up and running. And so that's like your first challenge, right? That's the very first challenge to get done. And I really I spent a little bit of time listening to Christine over months say to me things like, you're looking for your, what did she call them? Not leaders, your board members. And I listened over and over to her say that. And initially I was like, this lady's crazy. Then I started to believe it. And then I started to do it. So who are your board members? And we're thinking, a big board, right? Who are the board members? Who are your 10 people? I think I've heard George say 6 of his people were the ones that did the most of his organization. You only really need 6, right? But I say 20 because what I teach my people to do is contact them today. I just went through this yesterday with somebody. Send out 20 messages, contact them today because she's going to be busy for this week. And I said, okay, so the first challenge is get this out, share with it, and I want you to follow up next week. Just get it out. Let's just put it in the universe. Let's just know it's going to come, right? It can't come if you don't put it out there. So we need you to put the thought, vision, thinking, you're thinking, it's all here. between the 6 inches. It's all here. And what you think you can do, you can do. That's absolutely it. What you think you can do, you can do. So very important to do that. Make your list of 20, message them today. And you can, message them with a time for George and Adrian's event. If you're on my team, you have my information, Christine's events. So, I think the more meetings, the more money you make. I believe that. The more meetings, the more money. You can organize that so it's recorded. You can have them view them first and then you meet with them. So if you want to save time, that's an opportunity. And okay, watch this 20-minute thing first, and then I'm calling you. I'm going to call you at 10:30 and then talk about it. So it's the fortunes and the follow-up, right? We all know that. That's where it's at. So the follow-up's so important. So those are just the main things that I think that goal sheet is definitely important. And then I wanted to, sorry, the dog here, and she gets jealous. Stop. Meg. Okay, I should have put her away first. I didn't. And she just knocked me out of my thing. Well, this will be a good, don't forget about this cruise right now, right? It's so important to be on the cruise with the company. So I'm going to play this little cruise thing I share with my team a lot to give you a little bit of vision on where we're all going. The Princess Cruises. Whatever. That just gives you some vision of where we're going and why it's so important to get on top of it now. These bonus points, you guys, are the opportunity to get ahead right now. So are you taking advantage of the bonus points? Are you communicating to your people how to take advantage of these bonus points? I think it's so important that we are definitely sharing those all the opportunities right now. I mean, I'm sure we've probably already had people who have won the trip, and I'm so excited as we grow into this next month or two. I mean, I want all my people on that with us. Let's all be on that Bahama trip. And I know that This team is very capable. We are trained so well by George and Adrian, Antoinette, Christine. We're trained so well, and all the people that pour into us on this call. So I just really invite you to make sure that you are looking at all those things and communicating with your teams. What are their options? What are their options that they can win with? Like, if we're not telling them how to win, then we are not really doing our job, right? Like, we have to be showing the way, you have to be leading the way, you have to be sharing with them, you have to be giving them the details. Often, I'm calling saying, okay, look at, I was in my back office and this is what I found. This is where you find this. This is, because if we're not walking people through how to find those things, they have no clue. So it is up to you to do that. And I take that job seriously. I always try to be showing my people, or, what's our next idea to grow. But going back to the list of 20, it's all in who are you connecting with, right? Who are you connecting with? And really, everything is in God's timing. And lastly, I'll leave you with this. I started doing something where in the mornings, getting in the sun and just doing I am. I am healed. I am happy. I am successful. I'm a good leader. I am loved. I am loving. I am caring, and I am healed. And that's my little mantra for the day. And as you do that, things will pop up. People will start to appear in your life who are in alignment with you. You won't find things so hard. You won't find things being like, oh, I can't get it. You'll just start. I had a girl call me the other night, and out of the blue, chief of police calls me, and she's like, you know what, Shannon, I'm ready to get going. I was like, oh, I have been calling that girl for like 6 months. And it was just crazy. And honestly, it was complete alignment, because some of the things she's dealt with, I'm dealing with. So God will drop, he will drop those little gifts to you when you are open. Are you open? We all say about open, are you open for the business, but are you really open for the people to come into your life? I hope that was helpful today. I pray it was helpful for you. God is so good. Any questions? I don't know if I've seen any.
Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
This is Cindy Maddox, and
Yeah.
Hey,
Shannon, I just absolutely love the fact that, that's the one thing that I have always been able to do is include God in my voice, and that people know our hearts based on the fact that we are the kind of people that we are, and that when people look at you for the reasons that they're going to join you or they want to become a part of your team is because they know your heart. Some people say, well, how much money can I make? And I always tell them, I'm not quite sure. I don't know your heart. I don't know your heart. I leave that up to God. But I'm going to tell you something. The one thing that I need right now from all of you is prayer for, this is Camp Maddox week. It's my last one. I've been on a walker since I left the conference. And I know that I have a lot of my friends on here that can continue in prayer, because I get to talk to so many people, even at Camp Maddox, with all of these parents coming, and they bring those kids in with all these different kinds of medications, you guys. And I always put notes on every single application that comes in, because I know there's a child out there or a parent out there that's dealing with stuff that I'm going to be able to help them with because of the kinds of products that we have. So when you don't take what we do lightly, and that it is your heart, I guarantee you that God's will make things happen. And especially when you put it out there, and especially when you put it out to the universe. He is just an amazing gift to all of us. And we have to keep giving that gift away every day in what it is that we do. So I love you and I pray for you continually on your journey with health. So I just want you to know that.
Yeah, well, I agree, Cindy. And Cindy, you know, to not be so connected to the outcome, I just love your story of the rocks. Like I tell my people that all the time.
That's right.
Because
That's
it's
yeah.
so great to not have a connection to the disappointment, right? Like you
Yep.
have to separate that. So
Yes.
you just look
Yes.
at moving rocks.
Yep.
You know, will you move 1,000 rocks to get to $1 million, right?
That's it.
Yeah.
And how many are willing to do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many are willing to do it?
That's
Phenomenal.
true.
Okay.
Phenomenal.
I love you all.
We'll be
Anybody
praying for you, Cindy.
Thank you, Shannon. Great presentation. And something you said, we had to if we want to build a big team, always, of course, our goal is to how to, like you were saying, who are we going to serve? Now, many are called, few are chosen. Remember that. However, we talk to everybody. And building a business, I mean, you can have a huge business. We see how can we. I mean, she was earning 7 figures per month, but she said the whole thing depended on 5 of her people, and she sponsored around 100 people. The same happened to us, Erin and I, when we were in another company. Very few of the people were actually building. Many people sponsored 10 people, and they say nobody's working. When you sponsor over 100 people, and you talk about the whole thing, the business, the lifestyle, the mission of the company, then it's okay. But if you're talking only about the product, you could have a tons of customers, but it's going to be tough for you to spend because this is way before selling products. I mean, selling product, you can, I don't know, work in a store. That's what you want to. But this is bigger. And thank you for sharing today. And it's true. I mean, thank you for sharing that form. And some of you that know me, when people call me and they say, okay, my business is not going, they say, okay, let's look at your form, the form with the 30, 15, and 6. Interesting, only one person has shared it to me. And any business, you have to have the blueprint of what you're doing, or what your goals. It's why the forms are so important because, and Shannon, you have been a businesswoman, you have several businesses in the past. And you know that if you don't keep track of what's happening, you don't go anywhere. That's it. And that's why I love that you showed that form because it's gonna focus in ourselves and what we're supposed to do in the business. But thank you. It was an amazing presentation.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you know, that form that I showed initially is right on Adrian and George's site under our legacy, but I've just shortcut it over to my site too. So
Yeah,
it's
Jessica mother post the link. You can
oh,
see
great,
the chat. Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I think it's been an amazing journey in the last 6 months. I looked last night and we have 750 total, but that's including others too. But I used to separate out just my team. I used to be like, oh, well, my team is this. But no, really, there's 750, right? Even though they may be spillover, those are still your people because those people's numbers still count in your cycles. I hope you guys hear this because that matters so much because what you pour into people is all these numbers are your people.
Yep. Yep. An example. How many people do you sponsor so far, Shannon?
50. I have 50 personally.
50. Now, how many legs everybody has? 2. That means that her people also is getting a spillover. This is so important to keep in mind because she's serving her people by doing that too. That's very interesting. And that's something that we forgot. This pay plan is amazing. A pay per dollar pay more than any plan that I know of companies that are legal. There are scams that pay you more, but there are scams. You're going to end it in jail, maybe. You don't want those. But companies that have real product, real company, I don't see any company that pay more. And our binary is an open binary, doesn't have limitation, doesn't tell you have to be 2-star to make X amount of money. No, if you have 2 people left and right that exploded, you can make 27,000 a week. They are not telling you any limitation. The ranks are mostly for the matching bonus. I mean, this is an amazing plan. Make sure you watch the videos that we have. We have several videos on the pay plan in our channel. We have the trainings on Saturday. We go through the pay plan too. But anyway, thank you very much, Shannon. Again, anybody wants to add something before we go?
George, I just have a quick question for you. I have a brand ambassador. So she's already a brand ambassador. She mainly speaks Spanish though. Do you have regular YouTube or anything that you do in Spanish on a regular basis?
Yeah, we have presentation YouTube. We are creating a YouTube, and the same YouTube that's going to have a link for a Spanish channel. We were going to have it in the same place, but sometimes people say you cannot find it. But it's going to have a link there. Yeah, and we have the presentation tonight, the Wednesday nights. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the opportunity one, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. She wants something, more for the
Yeah.
onboarding and things like
Yeah,
that.
our page can change into Spanish. There is a place where you say language, you click, and you can change it into 100 different languages. Obviously, Spanish is one of them.
Okay.
And
Thank you.
also all the videos today, YouTube has a feature that with a section, most of the videos you can put it in Spanish too with subtitles.
All right. Thanks.
Okay, you're welcome.
Can I say something really quick?
Yeah, go ahead, Kimberly.
First of all, I love you, Shannon. You are so amazing. I love your heart and your mind and everything, and how much love you pour into all of us. So thank you for that. And can you put that link for the cruise in the chat for everybody?
Yeah, I'm trying to do it right now. Oddly, it's not letting me, but
We
I
could
will.
probably find it somewhere.
Yeah, it's I just put in Princess Cruise Line video, and that's what I got.
Perfect.
If that helps you.
Perfect. Thank you. You're so amazing. I love you, girl.
You're so sweet. If I can help anybody, happy to help in any way. You guys just let me know.
Yeah, and remember
that is so.
Go ahead. Who was saying something?
Oh, I was just going to say that is the most truest statement, because she is so helpful. She always has room in her day for you. And she's just the most gracious, beautiful woman I've ever met, really. You're just amazing. And I think that what you've been talking about is so on for me, because I just watched this video about gratitude. We all know that gratitude helps bring you to whatever you're desiring. And this man, his name's Jerry Sargent, he was talking about how if you thank God for everything, thank God for the seat you're sitting on, thank God for the computer that's in front of your face, thank God for everything that comes your way, if it's good or bad. If you thank God for it, everything is going to go your way. And if it doesn't, thank God for it, because basically it wasn't for you and he's got something better. So if you're wanting to have a business like Shannon, or to be able to connect to people with the right reasons for that's going to get them to act on our beautiful business and see exactly what our mission is, then you can thank God for it and it'll happen. So I just want to say that.
And I think we're so blessed with our people, right? Like my people have become my true, really great friends. So as you share with people, they're going to be your team players. They're going to be the ones that rally for you too in those special moments. So connection, it's all about connection. And, God's got that connection going on for you. So many awesome people I've met here. And I appreciate each and every one of you that has ever reached out, and I know some of it we haven't even talked, but I just honestly, this community is one of the best communities in all network marketing that I have ever been in. So
Yes, I
that's
agree.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanna take opportunity. We gather to hear a lot of people. I introduce my brand new band ambassador, Eleanor, and she
Welcome.
just joined with us, and she joined with in at the 7 p.m. Pacific time with Mia and with Elizabeth. So she just signed up last night.
Yay!
Welcome.
Thank you.
And NEPA is now beyond core 3.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Congratulations!
yeah,
Thank you.
got 4
Congratulations.
people. So that is
One
so awesome.
one thing that I
Welcome,
was
Eleanor.
going to say about be thankful. Probably some of you know who Joe Vitale is. He's a writer. He's a marketer, etc. He was homeless in Houston, and he said that he learned to be thankful everything when he wasn't homeless, and he started saying, well, what do I have to be thankful for? He said, oh, I have a pencil and I have a paper to write. And he started with that, and eventually he became very successful, because when you are thankful, more opportunities are shown to you. Because and by the way, it's not only a spiritual truth, but it's also a physical and biological truth. And one day we are going to go into that. I did a training about that like 6 months ago, because our brain opened up to many, and that's important to remember. But anyway, I just wanted to say that. And thank you very much, everybody. I'm super excited about everything's happening. Remember the packages, still we have the packages, the multipliers. Make sure you take advantage of that. We talked about, well, and everything else that we have. But thank you very much, and have an amazing day. Oh, yeah, I think, yeah, Jessica is talking about the book, The Magic. Make sure you get that book. I have it in an audiobook. It's really, really good. Okay, and The Secret, obviously. Thank you very much. Have an amazing